He looks like a bigger version of Joe Rogan. I like it. When he's totally shaved, he looks like a bigger version of Joe Rogan. That's awesome. Grüezi dran, Gregory von Lebe Stark here. Action Bronson, aka Bam Bam Baklava. That's my man. That's my people, actually. And he's such a powerful dude because he lost 127 pounds. And he's doing some kettlebell training. So let's check out how he does it and what we can learn from Mr. Action Bronson. Action Bronson lost 127 pounds in 9 months eating scrambled eggs, chicken, and broccoli. That's my brother. He's actually my people, or one of my people. I like this. And he dropped from nearly 400 pounds to 249 pounds. And he told Men's Health he did it following a low-carb diet. So it's actually a very good approach if you just want to reduce your calories. And he used exercise and willpower. The chef's go-to foods were broccoli, chicken, and plenty of protein shakes. That's what's up, man. And everybody has his own track. Everybody has his or her own race. It's not that you think, okay, I got to do it like this. But for some people it works. Other people maybe have to take another approach. So he said, since the beginning of the pandemic, the rapper, chef, and TV host has lost 130 pounds. My body's catching up to my ambition, he said. Some people focused during the pandemic to lose weight and other people gained weight. But it doesn't mean that if you gain weight during the pandemic, which a lot of people have, that you cannot now take a chance and say, now I got to do it. So, but I like this, man. And Bam Bam Baklava, baklava is actually a sweet dish from my people. Turkish, Yugoslavian, Albanian, we all love it. He's my people. So let's check out his solo kettlebell work, 100 swings with the 104 pounder. That's actually 50 kilos about, or 48 kilo. That's pretty heavy. And he does 14 reps in this one. And his technique is solid. I really like the technique. Maybe he could use a little bit more pop from the hips and maybe bring the kettlebell a little bit more up. I don't know how his tension is from the lats. And that's just, complaining on a high level. He's doing good stuff, man. And it looks solid. It looks solid. And you see that he's been working with coaches who taught him well. And you'll see this in the next exercises. That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. And then he does the one arm clean. So actually what it does is a so-called hand clean. If you have the kettlebell on the floor like this is what we call a power clean, because you need a lot of power to clean the kettlebell up from the floor. But now he got it in the hang position, then pulls it up. That's the hand clean. And if you would go into a swing, a back swing, it would be a normal clean. So I like it. I like his technique. What you always want to focus in is bring your elbows in. We always say the kettlebell looks towards your heart, or the kettlebell touches your heart. So then, because in this position up here, it can be a little bit tricky for the shoulder, but it's totally fine. And that's at 28. So the dude is pretty strong. Pretty strong. And maybe then once you're up, you want to stay upright or in the rack rest position. Fix your gaze on the horizon, as Pablo would say. And if you would do the 100 swings, like I mentioned, in this series, he does 14 reps. What I would say is if you want to go for 100 swings, no matter the weight, choose the simple and sinister approach if you do hardstyle swings and go 10 sets of 10. So here we got Endless Torture today at the Onnit gym. See, he's rocking with Onnit. That's why his technique looks solid, and he's definitely on his way of improving, because everybody has to start somewhere. So these are double front squats, pretty tough. What I would actually do is maybe just push the knees out a little bit more, plant the feet maybe a little bit more outside, but it's actually a box squat. It forces you to get up from the position once your whole body weight drops, because you cannot profit from the stretch reflex. That's like a so-called spring mechanism where you can bounce off when you go down. And if you have to sit down, then your whole body's relaxed, and then you gotta go back up. Now in this clip, as much as I would love to show you what Coach John Wolf says, because he knows his stuff, is I cannot play it to you because of copyright problems. So what he does is a double clean, and then he goes down into a double front squat. This is good stuff. And see what he does, he automatically corrects the positioning, pulling the elbows in. And when you look at the sport method, we call it a solid rack rest position, where you pull the kettlebell up and then you stop and then you go back down. And I really like it. I like it. I like his technique. Yes, there's some stuff that you can work on, but I like it. It's solid. It's solid. Back stays strong. Knees are out. Feet planted out maybe a little bit more. And here he says, see, you gotta put your elbows closer together, make the kettlebell reach the heart, because once it's in that position, the only thing that you have to do to go into a clean, no matter if it's 2 kettlebells or 1, is you can just drop it, turn your wrist towards you, and then the heavy part of the bell falls, and then you let gravity do its thing. I like it. And here he's rocking with the Joe Rogan. If we go eat, we gotta live. Oh man, I think, yeah, they're doing some pizza, but another thing that they do is, I think it's a specialty, they do lahmacun. I would bet that this is, oh my lord, this bread, I would bet that this is lahmacun. Because, you know, that's my people. That's my people, man. I like that. I like that. Even the haircut, you know, that's how we do it. Yeah, and it made him emotional. Because probably he hasn't eaten like this in a long time. And that's one thing, you know, my people, they're all big and, you know, they carry a lot of extra weight and fat with them. Because, you know, these dishes, that food is so powerful, so incredibly. If you ever eaten at a Turkish guy or an Albanian or Yugoslavian, whatever, that's the kind of food. But it's so incredibly highly palatable with all that extra fat, olive oil, and all that extra carbs and those massive calories. Yeah, that's it. So that's why it says, man, if we eat, we gotta live. And here we got 6 a.m. torture chamber swinging big balls early. He's doing 5 rounds, as many as he can, in 30 seconds to finish the leg blast. So we're going to count afterwards. Actually, here he looks like a bigger version of Joe Rogan. I like it when he's totally shaved. He looks like a bigger version of Joe Rogan. That's awesome. And same thing here. He does hardstyle swings, so maybe a little bit more pop from the hips could be one thing, and then bring the kettlebell a little bit higher. So let's count how many he does in those 30 seconds. It's 1, and I think he got the heavy one. 2, that's nice. 3, 4, 5, big stuff. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, that's big stuff. 14, 15, 16. Yeah, my brother, he went for 16. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. So what always happens with the hardstyle swing is, and you see him doing it a little bit, once he gets a little bit tired, you see the elbows start flexing, and we call it, or I learned it from Luca, we call it T-Rexing. So you want to make sure that your lats stay engaged and you keep your arms really locked, and then the kettlebell travels high a little bit, but you make sure that your arms stay locked. That's totally different when you look at the hand-to-hand swing that follows more a sports style approach. So it's great to see. So Bam Bam Baklava, my brother Action Bronson, doing a great job. Just to reiterate, this is not easy, guys. This is not easy to do. Losing 127 pounds, that's around 60 kilos in 9 months. It's crazy. And I think he reached a level where he said, now it's over, I gotta change something, and we gotta commemorate him, we gotta celebrate him. And I think it's good stuff, because what he does for his health, what he does for longevity, and once that mind is set, there's always a very powerful thing that happens, because you have a new thinking that evolves and new possibilities. And it's like the Bible says, you renew your mind, and that's what you do when you start lifting. And as a final note, I always want to say this to people, I want to share this with you. Once you start engaging in exercise and diet, and maybe once you see some results, you have new thoughts coming in, and then embrace those thoughts, and they will come. But you have to make a change, and you have to start the switch. And once the switch going, then you're open for new ideas. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like it, and consider subscribing if you want to see more kettlebell content. If you're looking for a kettlebell workout program that takes you from a beginner level to an advanced level in about 3 months, and combine it with some easy to follow nutrition coaching because you want to get in shape and lose weight, then check out 90 Days of Kettlebells. You find a link in the description, 14-day free trial included.